Every day you trust your kidneys to protect you. Yet most people never notice the earliest warning signs until it's almost too late. The truth is, your body has been sending signals you may have ignored without realizing it. And while the damage builds quietly, the solution is surprisingly simple and already in your kitchen. What if just a few everyday vegetables could help your kidneys repair themselves while you sleep? And what if missing even one of them is the reason your symptoms never improve? Most people only notice their kidneys when the lab report looks bad, but your body has been whispering warnings for years. You might wake up with puffy ankles that were not there the night before. Your face may look more swollen in the morning, even though you slept fine. Some days your lower back feels heavy, but you assume it's just your posture or your mattress. You may feel like your brain is slower, your focus slips, or you get that familiar afternoon crash that feels like someone suddenly unplugged your energy. These small signs often appear long before any doctor mentions kidney numbers, and they are usually your body trying to tell you that your filtration system is struggling. These symptoms do not mean your kidneys have failed. They usually mean they are carrying more waste, fluid, and toxins than they can manage comfortably. Your kidneys work like night shift cleaners, filtering more than 150 to 200 liters of blood every single day without ever taking a break. When their workload builds up, they cannot keep the balance as smoothly as before, and the early warning signs appear quietly. Our modern lifestyle makes this job even harder. Processed foods push in more chemicals and preservatives than the kidneys can comfortably filter. Late dinners force your kidneys to work overtime when they should be slowing down. Salty snacks add extra fluid that the kidneys must push out, making swelling more common. It becomes a non-stop cycle where the kidneys act like overworked cleaners locked in a 24/7 factory with no off switch, trying to keep up with everything being thrown at them. But what if the real damage isn't happening during the day at all, but quietly, while you sleep? While you are sleeping, your kidneys are not resting. They are working their hardest to clear out the damage of your day. Your body has a natural rhythm, and between about 10 p.m. and 2 a.m., it shifts into repair mode. During these hours, your system focuses less on daytime tasks and more on removing waste, fixing cells, and restoring balance. Your kidneys become especially active in this window because it is the time when your body depends on them to filter out everything that built up from your meals, stress, and daily activities. Through the night, your kidneys filter waste, balance minerals like sodium and potassium, regulate how much fluid your body holds, and help keep your blood pressure stable. They continue working even when every other part of your day has slowed down. This night shift becomes much harder when you eat heavy meals late in the evening, especially those high in sugar or salt. A late dinner means your kidneys must deal with a fresh wave of waste at the very time they should be clearing out old toxins. Sugar spikes make the blood thicker and harder to process, while salty foods pull in more water and increase the load even more. When the workload becomes too high, the kidneys cannot push everything out in one go. Some toxins end up circulating back into your bloodstream, forcing your kidneys to deal with them again the next night. This cycle slowly wears them down and makes symptoms more noticeable over time. The good news is that certain vegetables can support this night shift by helping the kidneys filter more smoothly and removing stress from the system. And here is the part almost nobody is told. A few simple plants can either supercharge this night shift or leave your kidneys fighting alone. Most people think kidney protection means pills and lab tests, but your strongest defense might already be sitting in the vegetable aisle. The truth is that some of the most helpful kidney-supporting tools are simple foods people walk past every day without realizing what they can do. This video revolves around 4 specific vegetables that work together in ways most people have never heard about. One of them binds toxins, so they can be flushed out instead of floating around and damaging your kidney filters. Another calms inflammation that slowly harms the tiny blood vessels inside your kidneys. A third activates your body's own cellular defenses, teaching your kidney cells how to protect themselves before the damage even begins. And the fourth prevents toxins from being reabsorbed into your bloodstream, stopping the cycle that forces your kidneys to clean the same waste again and again. These vegetables are not rare, expensive, or hard to find. They are common, affordable, and available in almost every market worldwide. Anyone can use them, and they do not require complicated recipes or special diets. What makes them powerful is that each vegetable focuses on a different layer of kidney damage. One works inside the blood, one inside the vessels, one inside the cells, and one inside the digestive tract. When all four are used properly, they create a nighttime shield that helps your kidneys work smoothly instead of struggling in silence. One of these vegetables is so gentle that even many people in later stages of kidney disease can still eat it safely. Another is known for switching on protective genes inside kidney cells. Something very few foods can do. Their benefits are simple, practical, and backed by how the body naturally repairs itself at night. But before we name them one by one, you need to see how the first vegetable starts cleaning your blood from the inside out long after you turn off the lights. Imagine something in your dinner acting like a magnet in your blood, dragging away toxins before they ever scar your kidneys. That is exactly what leafy greens like kale, spinach, and arugula can do when you include them in your meals. These vegetables are rich in chlorophyll, the green pigment that works like a natural toxin magnet. Chlorophyll binds to heavy metals, pesticide residues, and chemical waste that your kidneys struggle to remove on their own. Once attached, these toxins can be carried safely out of your body through urine instead of circulating again and causing more stress on your kidneys. Leafy greens also deliver vitamins A, C, and K, along with magnesium, which are all important for healthy blood vessels and better fluid balance. Vitamin C helps strengthen the small vessels that bring blood into your kidneys. Vitamin K supports proteins that keep calcium from building up where it should not. Vitamin A helps protect the lining of your kidney filters. Magnesium helps your body manage swelling and regulate fluid, which is why people sometimes notice less puffiness when their intake improves. The timing of these greens matters more than most people realize. Eating them with dinner helps your body absorb their nutrients before your nighttime repair window begins. When your kidneys enter their active cleaning mode during the night, having chlorophyll and these vitamins in circulation makes their job easier and more effective. Light steaming or adding a handful of greens to a salad is often enough to get these benefits. There is one gentle caution to keep in mind. Some leafy greens contain higher levels of potassium, which can be an issue for people with advanced chronic kidney disease. If your kidney numbers are already low, it's important to speak with your doctor about the right amount for you. But cleaning toxins is only the first battle. The real enemy that speeds up kidney damage works much more quietly inside your blood vessels. Your kidneys might feel fine today, even as invisible fires slowly burn through their smallest blood vessels. This quiet damage often goes unnoticed for years, which is why adding vegetables like green and red cabbage can make such a big difference. Red cabbage in particular contains anthocyanins, the natural pigments that give it its deep purple color. These compounds act like small firefighters inside your body, calming down the inflammation that slowly weakens the tiny capillaries your kidneys rely on. Chronic inflammation does not create sharp pain or obvious symptoms. Instead, it slowly harms these delicate vessels until they struggle to deliver enough blood for proper filtration. Cabbage also provides folate, a nutrient that helps neutralize homocysteine, a harmful substance that builds up in the blood when kidney function starts to slip. Homocysteine can irritate and damage the inner lining of blood vessels, almost like a slow, steady burn. Folate helps break it down before it can cause serious harm. Vitamin K in cabbage has a different role. It helps keep calcium from settling into kidney tissue where it can create stiffness and long-term scarring. When calcium hardens in the wrong places, kidney function can drop much faster than most people realize. One of the best things about cabbage is its low potassium content. Many vegetables become difficult to eat when kidney function is already reduced because high potassium levels can be dangerous. Cabbage gives you antioxidant and anti-inflammatory benefits without putting stress on potassium balance, making it a safe choice for many people who need kidney-friendly meals. Cabbage is easy to include in daily cooking. You can add it to soups, steam it lightly, roast it with a little olive oil, or use it in a fresh slaw with a low-salt dressing. These simple preparations let you enjoy its benefits without complicated recipes. Stopping the fire is powerful. But what if your kidneys could actually learn to defend themselves before the damage even begins? What if one vegetable doesn't just repair damage, but actually flips on your body's own shield genes inside your kidney cells? Broccoli stands out because it does far more than provide fiber and basic nutrients. It contains a special compound called sulforaphane, which has the unusual ability to activate protective genes and enzymes inside your kidney cells. This acts like giving each cell its own personal shield and repair kit, helping it resist the daily stress caused by toxins, inflammation, and free radicals. Sulforaphane becomes even more effective during the night. When it is present in your bloodstream while your body is already in repair mode, its protective effects multiply. Your kidneys work hardest between late evening and early night, and having sulforaphane available during this time strengthens their ability to defend themselves against damage. This is why eating broccoli with dinner can offer more benefits than eating it earlier in the day. Broccoli also supports your kidneys in another important way through the gut-kidney axis. The fiber in broccoli feeds the good bacteria living in your digestive system. These bacteria produce helpful compounds that reduce inflammation and lower the number of toxins that reach your kidneys. When your gut is healthier, fewer harmful substances make their way into your blood, which means your kidneys have less work to do. This connection is one of the reasons people often notice better digestion and more stable energy when they include broccoli regularly. Broccoli does contain a moderate amount of potassium, which is safe for most people in the early stages of kidney concerns. However, anyone with advanced kidney disease should monitor their potassium levels and discuss portion sizes with their doctor to avoid complications. Light steaming for a few minutes helps preserve sulforaphane and makes it easier for your body to absorb. But even this powerful gene-activating shield is not enough if toxins keep circling back into your blood, again and again. And that's where the fourth vegetable changes everything. Imagine a quiet bodyguard standing at the exit, making sure the toxins your body worked so hard to remove never sneak back in. That is the role cauliflower can play when it becomes a regular part of your meals. This vegetable comes in white, purple, and even orange varieties, and all of them offer similar benefits for kidney health. What makes cauliflower especially valuable is its fiber. This fiber forms a gentle barrier inside your gut, blocking the reabsorption of processed toxins that would otherwise slip back into your bloodstream. Without this barrier, your kidneys end up filtering the same waste again and again, which increases their workload and slows their repair. Cauliflower also contains folate and vitamin C, two nutrients that support your body's detox pathways. Folate helps convert harmful substances into forms that your kidneys can remove more easily. Vitamin C acts as an antioxidant, neutralizing free radicals before they can damage your kidney tissues. Together, these nutrients help your system clear toxins more efficiently while reducing the stress placed on your filtration units. One of the biggest advantages of cauliflower is its very low potassium content. Many vegetables become difficult to eat when kidney function declines because high potassium levels can build up in the blood. Cauliflower avoids this problem, making it a friendly option even for many people in later stages of kidney disease, although it is always best to discuss individual needs with a doctor. Cauliflower is also extremely easy to include in daily meals. You can roast it with a bit of olive oil, mash it as a softer alternative to potatoes, blend it into soups, or turn it into rice for a lighter side dish. Both fresh and frozen cauliflower work well, and frozen versions often retain nutrients just as effectively as fresh ones. Now that you know the four defenders, the real magic begins because they were never meant to work alone. On their own, each vegetable protects one part of your kidneys, but together, they create a full 360 degrees nighttime shield. Leafy greens act like a toxin magnet in your bloodstream, binding harmful substances that would otherwise move through your kidneys unfiltered. Cabbage steps in as the inflammation firefighter, calming the irritation inside the tiny blood vessels that feed your kidney filters. Broccoli works deeper, acting as a gene activator that strengthens your kidney cells and gives them a protective shield from the inside. Cauliflower serves as the gut gatekeeper, stopping toxins from being reabsorbed and forcing your kidneys to deal with them all over again. During the night, these roles line up in a natural sequence. First, leafy greens help bind toxins. Then cabbage reduces inflammation, so your blood can move smoothly. Broccoli strengthens the cells that do the actual filtering. Finally, cauliflower prevents the return of waste that was already removed. This combination helps your kidneys work with less stress and more efficiency during their busiest hours, when your body is focused on repair rather than digestion or daytime activity. These vegetables also help your body stay in a healthier alkaline range. Processed foods and excess animal protein increase the acid load, forcing your kidneys to work harder to maintain balance. The minerals in these plants naturally reduce that burden, giving your kidneys relief from constant correction. As your meals become more plant-focused, your gut flora also shifts. Healthier gut bacteria produce fewer harmful substances, which lowers the amount of uremic toxins that reach your kidneys. These toxins are often responsible for fatigue, foggy thinking, and a general feeling of heaviness. But there's a part almost everyone forgets. Your kidneys are not only reacting to food, they are also reacting to the way your entire day is structured. Two people can eat the same dinner, yet one moves toward healing and the other towards dialysis, and the difference has nothing to do with the vegetables. The real shift happens in the habits that shape your entire day. Timing, routine, and lifestyle patterns can either support your kidneys or quietly sabotage their work. Even the best foods lose their power if they are dropped into a daily rhythm that constantly stresses your system. Late-night salty snacks force your kidneys to hold on to more fluid, raising blood pressure and making you feel swollen the next morning. Long hours of sitting slow down circulation, which means less blood reaches your kidneys for filtering. Inconsistent sleep throws off your body's natural repair cycle, leaving your kidneys without the steady support they depend on during the night. These habits build pressure, waste, and fluid in ways most people never connect to kidney health. Your kidneys respond well when your day has structure. They work more efficiently when meals happen around the same time, when water intake is steady instead of forgotten for hours, and when sleep follows a predictable pattern. A stable rhythm keeps blood flow smoother, mineral balance more even, and toxin levels easier to manage. This is why some people improve even without dramatic diet changes. Their routine supports their kidneys instead of stressing them. The 4 vegetables you've learned about work best when they fit into this larger pattern. They are not a one-time detox trick or a shortcut. Their benefits build when your meals, hydration, activity, and sleep line up in a way that reduces pressure on your kidneys. When your day supports your night and your night supports your kidneys, these vegetables can do their real work. And this is where most people fail, not in what they eat, but in how they try to fit healing into a life that secretly fights against their kidneys. Instead of trying to be perfect, imagine building a simple night routine that quietly repairs your kidneys every single evening. You do not need to eat all 4 vegetables every day. What truly matters is steady exposure throughout the week, giving your kidneys different types of support without overwhelming your schedule. A rotation strategy makes this easy and keeps meals interesting. On Monday, you might have spinach with a grilled protein. On Tuesday, you could add broccoli and a side of cauliflower. On Wednesday, a cabbage slaw with fish can take the spotlight. On Thursday, cauliflower mash with a handful of leafy greens can fit perfectly into dinner. This rotation ensures your kidneys receive all 4 layers of protection over time. Timing also plays a major role. Eating these vegetables 3 to 4 hours before bed gives your body enough time to break down the nutrients and deliver them into your bloodstream before your kidneys enter their active night repair phase. This simple timing shift can make a noticeable difference in how smoothly your kidneys handle toxins and fluid overnight. Batch cooking can make everything easier. Preparing vegetables once on a weekend and storing them in containers removes the pressure of cooking from scratch every evening. When healthy options are already waiting in the fridge, you avoid decision fatigue and stick to your routine without much effort. These vegetables are also very budget-friendly. Cabbage, cauliflower, spinach, and broccoli are among the cheapest options in most markets, making this kidney-supporting plan accessible for nearly anyone. But even the best routine can be silently destroyed by 3 common mistakes that most people never realize they're making in their own kitchen. You can eat all 4 vegetables faithfully and still damage your kidneys if these 3 mistakes live in your kitchen. The first mistake is overcooking. Many people boil vegetables until they are soft and dull, but this destroys the very nutrients that make them helpful. Overcooking leafy greens removes chlorophyll. Boiling broccoli for too long breaks down sulforaphane, and heating red cabbage excessively destroys its anthocyanins. Even the vitamins your kidneys rely on, like A, C, and K, can disappear when vegetables are cooked at high temperatures for too long. Light cooking is enough to make them easy to digest without losing their protective benefits. The second mistake is using high-sodium dressings and sauces. A plate of vegetables can quickly turn into a sodium-heavy meal when covered in bottled dressings, soy sauce, salty seasoning mixes, or packaged marinades. Even 1 tablespoon of certain sauces can contain more sodium than your kidneys can comfortably handle in a single meal. This extra salt leads to fluid retention, higher blood pressure, and more strain on your kidneys, undoing the work these vegetables are supposed to support. The third mistake is inconsistency. Eating all 4 vegetables in 1 week and then forgetting about them for 3 weeks will not create lasting change. Your kidneys need steady support, not occasional bursts. A small daily commitment works far better than an on and off approach. Consistency builds the environment your kidneys need to repair themselves over time. There are simple ways to avoid these problems. Light steaming keeps nutrients intact. Homemade low-salt dressings or a squeeze of lemon add flavor without damage. And sticking to a routine, even with small portions, helps your kidneys more than any short-term detox. One more caution matters. If you take blood thinners, especially those affected by vitamin K, you should keep your intake of leafy greens steady each week and work with your doctor to stay safe. But the most surprising part isn't these mistakes, it's how quickly your body starts to tell you that things are finally changing when you correct them. Your lab report might not change overnight, but your body sends quiet signals long before numbers move. One of the first changes people notice is less puffiness in the morning. The swelling around the eyes or ankles that used to greet them at sunrise starts to fade. Urine may look clearer and lighter, showing that waste is being filtered more efficiently. Some people find they wake up fewer times during the night to use the bathroom, which is a sign their kidneys are managing fluid better. Morning energy often feels more stable, without that heavy, drained feeling that used to make it hard to start the day. Even the feet and ankles can feel lighter, as if the body is no longer holding on to unnecessary fluid. These improvements are not magic or coincidence. They are the result of steady support, reduced toxin load, and a calmer internal environment that allows the kidneys to work without constant pressure. When inflammation drops and fewer toxins recirculate, the kidneys finally get room to breathe. This space gives them the chance to repair instead of fighting fires all day and night. Each small sign is a message from your body that your efforts are beginning to work. This is very different from the old pattern many people fall into. Before making changes, each month may have felt a little worse than the last, more swelling, more fatigue, more foods being removed from the diet, and growing fear about future treatments. It becomes a cycle where people dread every lab appointment and wonder when the next restriction or warning will appear. Seeing even small positive changes can break that fear and replace it with a sense of control and hope. But your kidneys aren't the only organs changing when you eat this way. Your brain, heart, and blood vessels are quietly being rewired too. When you heal your kidneys, you are not just protecting 2 organs, you are changing how your entire body ages. Stronger kidney function directly supports your heart by helping control blood pressure and reducing the fluid overload that makes the heart work harder. When the kidneys manage fluid and sodium more smoothly, the heart pumps under less strain, which can make daily activities feel easier and breathing feel more comfortable. Better kidney health also affects the brain. When fewer uremic toxins circulate in your blood, your thinking becomes clearer, your focus improves, and you may notice fewer moments of mental fog or heaviness. Your bones and muscles also benefit when your kidneys are working well. Healthy kidneys help regulate minerals like calcium and phosphorus, which play a major role in keeping bones strong and preventing muscle cramps or weakness. When these minerals stay in balance, you feel more stable, more energized, and more capable of handling daily tasks without fatigue dragging you down. This shows that kidney care is not limited to protecting one system. It creates a ripple effect that improves overall well-being. The 4 vegetables you've been learning about are not just a kidney trick. They support multiple parts of your body at the same time. Their nutrients, fibers, and anti-inflammatory compounds create a healthier environment from your bloodstream to your digestive system. This makes them more like a long-term aging strategy rather than a short-term diet adjustment. When used consistently, they help your body stay stronger, cleaner, and more resilient as the years go by. This is why it's important to see yourself not as a sick person trying to survive, but as someone choosing to protect and strengthen your body. Small steps, steady choices, and quiet habits can change the direction of your health more than most people expect. So now the question isn't whether these vegetables work, it's whether you're ready to make them part of your story, starting with your very next meal. Your kidneys don't change in hospitals, first they change at your dinner table. Everything you've learned comes down to a simple idea. 4 vegetables create 4 different layers of protection. Leafy greens help bind toxins, cabbage calms inflammation, broccoli strengthens your kidney cells, and cauliflower stops toxins from returning. These benefits become strongest during the nighttime window when your body naturally focuses on repair. When you combine steady routine with avoiding the common mistakes that weaken these foods, you create real and lasting change. You can begin with a simple action plan. Choose one vegetable for tonight's dinner. Pick a cooking method that keeps nutrients intact, like light steaming, roasting, or eating it raw if it fits the vegetable. Then remove one high-sodium habit from the same meal, whether it's a bottled dressing, a salty sauce, or a heavy sprinkle of seasoning. These small choices may seem easy, but they build the foundation for healthier kidneys day after day. There is no need for perfection. Your kidneys benefit far more from small, repeatable steps than from strict routines you can't maintain. Every time you choose a lower sodium option, every evening you add one of these vegetables, and every night you create a little more room for your kidneys to rest, you are moving in the right direction. Your kidneys silently fight for you every night. They try to correct imbalances, clear waste, and protect your body without asking for anything in return. Now you have the chance to support them in a way that fits naturally into your life. In the next video, I'll show you the innocent-looking breakfast foods that quietly erase all this nighttime healing, even in people who think they're eating healthy every morning.